Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another weekend edition of the not quite PiGosaur Monday, the PiGosaur Cup number 30. I'm of course your side VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all. After having a brief break here, brief reprieve from the GSL qualifiers. Again, we've been going ham on the GSL qualifiers over the past 24 hours, and we will continue, by the way. But it is time to pick it up. As spawning in the top left hand corner of Persephone, we have the American Terran player, the Orange Terran representing Detonate. It is Dolan. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the French Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Berserker Esports. It is Matt. And you know what time it is? It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we are live here in the round of 32. Exclamation mark. Be in the chat to have a look at the bracket yourselves. The bracket is live. The bracket is stacked. The bracket is insane. And of course, we are opening up. Oh, 2x Reaper. Let's go. Let us go. Now, when it comes to getting into this broadcast and getting into this event, for those who are curious, this event is usually on Tuesdays, Monday, depending on where you are, Monday/Tuesday. Usually it is yesterday, I should say, every single week. But because all these weeklies are back to back, I'm referring to the Woody TV Monday, I'm referring to the Monday Night Weekly, and the PiGosaur Monday as well. The reality is, a lot of players do attempt to play in all three, and they go for all-nighters. I'm referring to Björn, I'm referring to Solar, Hero, Max, Clem. There's a lot of players that do stay up 24 hours to play, and there are some players that can't quite commit that hard and have to pick and choose what to play in, and it can be kind of difficult to actually play in every single weekly back to back. Because of that, the organizers have decided to push it back a day, and to maybe have this as the new regular time and regular slot for this tournament, where now it's a little bit more spread out, and now it's more viable for players to play in Woody TV Monday, in Monday Night Weekly, have a break, have some rest, and actually wake up and stay up for this event a day later. So there's a little bit less commitment, and ideally, you know, it's better for the players, it's more healthy for the players, more healthy for us as well here at the Cranky Ducklings. That's the goal, that's the plan, and we'll see how it is received. Personally, I like the idea. I like, and I champion the idea of, you know, of spreading it out and making this a little bit more accessible to more players. Is always a good thing, but here we go. As I thought this was 2x Reaper, by the way. It's 2x Marine. What's happening? We're hunting down Overlords. Already one Overlord goes down, and we are hunting down a second Overlord as well. And Dolan, he will find it. There's no Reaper. Sorry, I should say Pillar here. Yeah, there's nowhere to escape. There's nowhere to escape. A second Overlord goes down. Very cheeky build here out of Dolan, supply blocking Matt. With this is going to be transitioning into a 2-1-1 variation. Never mind, with a 4x. Oh my god, Dolan just doubling it. He's crazy. He's an animal. Oh my god. The Marines, they move out, they take down 2 Overlords already. They do contest with the Queens, but alas, the Marines, they should be backing the hell off. Oh, as already one Marine does go down. Behind this, we do have a 3rd and 4th racks on the way. With this, a 4-rack sim timing, we might just pull the boys. With this as well. This is going to hit like a truck. And the scary thing right now, remember, the scouting Overlord got sniped. So Matt, he sees nothing, by the way. He does not have any vision across the map. He has no real way of seeing the main base without a lair, without an Overseer. Oh boy, he has no Overlord ready to jump in. Of course, there's always a chance that maybe the depot lowers and the links can slip in, but for the most part, Matt is playing blind. Matt is in the dark. He is in the dark here, and we'll see if he can recover. I mean, for the time being, he's joining up, he's massing up Queens as we speak, spreading more of that creep. He is trying to secure himself here on his 3 bases, but again, he doesn't really know what's going on. Now, the best bet, I would assume, upon seeing 2 Raxes here on the low ground, is 2-1-1. Right? It's like a 2-1-1 variation. This does typically mean that Matt is free to drone up somewhat here, at least for the next couple of seconds, before having to focus and fixate on his own Ling Bane Queen production. We'll see when Matt stops droning. I'm a little bit concerned here. He is moving out with his Ling. He is getting some scouting information. I believe based on his Ling positioning, he is in position to scout a medevac. As we can see, though, there's no medevac. This is a ground-based push. This is hitting medevac pre-snarport because of the 4x. Oh boy, he's coming. Meanwhile, it's going to be a lair first here from Matt. Ling does count. Does confirm. We need army. We need nothing but army right now. Bailey Nest gets thrown down, but again, there's going to be no Bailey to defend. It's going to be pure Ling queen. How many queens? 7. 7 queens. Lings are on the way. He just turned. Oh, he just made workers here. This is a little bit too greedy from the side of Matt, and this might just be it. This might just be game. I mean, the queen count, we have a couple of transfuse. We have a couple of transfuses available. All the queens come forward. We have 16 Lings on the way. And Dolan is holding on to that sim. Oh, she sims in. Does sim, gets 1. Takes down 1 team, takes down 1 queen, gets a second. 2 queens go down. Lings, they just evaporate, and all the queens are going down. Massive pickup here for Dolan because he's not done. Takes down 7 queens. And GG. GG gets called. Dolan, he will take a lead in the series. Whew. GG, a very intense game here, very aggressive as well. Dolan opening up 2x Marine, hunting down 2 Overlords, and then going for a 4x behind it. A hyper aggressive build here from Dolan. Unfortunately, Matt wasn't playing safe. That's what I will say there. Yes, Matt was working with incomplete information, so he didn't really know what he was up against, didn't really know what was going on, but at the same time, he also just wasn't holding back when it came to droning. Likewise, he was not going for his Evo Chamber first or his Bailey Nest first. He was going for something more committed instead, and with that, he was punished. But now we're getting into game number 2, and we'll see if we can bounce back and force the ace match. I'm hoping for a back and forth. I'm hoping for an ace match. Let's go. But as you saw, despite Matt being in the dark, he was going for a lair first. He was going lair first. He droned up to 3 base saturation, minus the gases, of course, but still droned up quite heavily there. So again, Matt was being, I would say, quite greedy, especially considering he actually never scouted the low ground either. Like, he was working with very incomplete information. But here we go, we're getting into our next game, and we'll see if we can force that ace match. This morning, in the top left-hand corner of Pylon, we have the American Terran player, the Orange Terran, representing Detonate. It is the ex-Cranky Duckling himself. It is Dolan. And this morning, in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the French Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Berserker Esports. It is Matt. Go. I'm just setting things up on our end, but we are going to be settling in, and I'm curious. Oh, let's go. Oh my god. Matt's moving out with 2 drones already. He's crazy. 2 workers going to be moving out across the map. With this, the plan should be for proxy hatches, and Matt, he's looking to cheese things up. A very different setup here, as we can see Dolan on the high ground, no longer on the low ground here, so he does have that high ground ramp and choke point to work with. The proxy hatchery is on the way, and remember, another drone also got sent out. I would imagine for a spine crawler to go for a spine rush. I would imagine, as never mind, looks like this might have been a missed rally, and we are coming back home. Okay. The goal here is to come back home. Drone does turn back around, and we do have Matt going for his hatchery into spawning pool. It actually might be hatch pool, a hatch here out of our Zerg player, which means it would not be an all-in. Again, gasless. Okay, going for a gasless style. Yep, he is going for the hatchery on the low ground. This is designed to force an overreaction, and yeah, the boys are being pulled. This is a big reaction here from Dolan. Ay. That's a lot of SCVs. So 3, 6, 9, 10 SCVs pulled off the mineral line. That is insane. And this is a heavily delaying the economy of Dolan. And Dolan, he will deny this, that is true, but this comes at a cost. Oh, I'll go. Okay, never mind. That was a kill. Ooh, that was a kill, not a kill. That should not have happened, Bobby. That should not have happened. Ay. So that was a kill that needed to be a cancel. Of course, ping is always a factor. We are, of course, playing on the US East server, as Matt is from Europe, but again, was cutting it a little bit too close there, and oof, that is brutal. Initially, it was good. Initially, all things good here. Everything was fine. Denying all that mining time, but now suddenly, Matt, it did cost him that much more. He's double expanding behind this. The Reaper does move out across the map, and meanwhile, do we have any Lings to defend? We have 0 Lings. 0 Lings, 0 Queens. Drones are under fire. And speaking of, it does morph into Spore. Spore is morphed in. 1 drone goes down. Oh, we're gonna get a second drone as well. Unless we have enough for it. Yep, there we go. Gas geyser. Does morph in the gas. Spore gets morphed in. And he wants it. Oh my god. Forcing out another gas geyser. Dolan does pull away. Only getting one drone kill, forcing out a spore or a gas. Another gas as well. I mean, again, it could have been worse. Dolan does pull away. And behind this, Dolan is getting to his own 1-1-1. From here, he can go into Banshee. True. Oh god, does he overextend? Yeah, big overextension from Dolan. Does overextend, we'll lose the Reaper. And behind this, Dolan going into either Banshee, or he could even go into a Liberator-based opener, Viking first. But there we go, Tech Lab on the starport. Banshee is on the way. Banshee's in production. Double Hellion poking in. Oh, does get the tumor. Not bad. Takes down the tumor. Once again, forces out a spore, forces out a gas geyser. At least the drones do survive. And, oh Jesus, Dolan, so he opens up 1-1-1 into Banshee, into BC. Battle cruisers are on the horizon. That is going to be a brutal follow-up here from the side of Dolan, and again, the pressure is going to be on Matt here to scout, to figure out what's going on. Now, he does have an Overlord outside of the main, thankfully, but because of the quirky start to the game, gas production or gas mining is non-existent, so no lair, no Overlord speed. It's going to be difficult here for Matt to figure out what's happening. Now, he should be getting safety spores nonetheless once he realizes that there is a Banshee. True. Meanwhile, Hellions, they just dive in. Oh god, they just don't even care. I mean, again, there is no Ling speed. Lings, they're trying to keep up, but the Hellions, they do rush past. Yeah, they do trade well for themselves here. The Lings are going down, but can they get any economic damage? And 3 Hellions to get into the middle line. Oh my god, drones lining up. Oh no, they're lining up. Oh my god, 10 drone kills. 10, 11. 11 workers go down. That is a brutal start. And remember, without Ling speed, without gases, how do we counterattack? We don't. Right, Matt, he cannot counterattack. He has no presence on the map. His gases are just so late. And behind this, we're making it up as well. It's going to be BC into mech. Banshee's on patrol in case there is going to be any kind of run by, any kind of aggression. And what's the queen count looking like? 6 queens. Okay, the queen count is decent. Like, the queen count should be enough to deflect 1 BC. The BC can still get economic damage though, and I don't see a spore. Oof. Yeah, no spore in any of the bases. It didn't even have to be BCs. Like, even cloaked Banshees in this position would fare quite well. They will do well for themselves. BC does teleport across the map. Headed for the mineral lines. Drone's going to be going down. Getting up to 3, 4, 5 worker kills. 6 drone kills already. And he's not done. Heads over towards natural. Thankfully, there is a spore here at the natural base. So this could be worse. As the BC does head back into the main. Catching out more drones. 10 drones! 10 drones for the 1 BC. Oh, god. And the BC does get out. And behind this, we have another battle cruiser on the way. We have Yamato. We have, of course, Macfield accelerators going into battle mech. Matt behind this is going into his own roach-based composition, going into Ling Roach. We have a Spire as well. But the problem here is the economy. Like, that's the thing that's really slowing Matt down because of the Hellion run by and now the BC counterattack as well. Even Matt getting hyper supply blocked. Not like this. Not like this. We'll see if Matt can recover. Likewise, this 4th base, oh, it's going to be denied as well. As this time does cancel in time. Yamato is done, gets a queen, teleports back home. And now can be repaired. As he's joined by a 2nd battle cruiser. So Dolan very much so in form. Very much so in form here. Just building up. At this point, I would say that Matt, his best chance to recover in this game would be to go for an all-in. But even then, I do think there's potential. I mean, it's against a battle mech army, not against a more heavy tank composition. So there is a chance if Matt were to cut workers and focus on purely Ling Ravager or Ling Roach Ravager, he could maybe try to catch this army out, win a fight, and then hit the third. Like, there would be an opportunity here, potentially. As right now, Matt, he has to build up his Corruptor count. Likewise, waiting for his upgrades as well. Matt once again still just getting supply blocked. Hunting down more Overlords. Corruptors able to engage. We have Yamato's. Yamato's they pop up. Massive heavy run by into the middle. Oh no! The run by comes in. And drones are getting roasted. And there's no way out of this. The roaches, they can punish some of the cyclones at least. And not a bad catch, but even then, the cyclones, they still trade well. As that's going to be 24 workers going down. And 4 drones. Dolan does pull away. And here, Matt, it's just a really rough position for him. He does have enough Corruptors to at least maintain control of the skies and defend himself, but he has to redrone. The problem is that he has to redrone, he has to resaturate if he's going for a longer game state, and that is eating into his army size, or his army count. It's eating into his roaches. Stolen pokes in once again. Oh my god. Catching out so many roaches here with those lock-ons. The lock-ons are brutal. And there's just no support. There's no support. Yamato's coming in. Takes down the Ravagers. And GG gets called. Dolan, he will overwhelm. And Dolan will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played, Dolan. He will claim the series. Shout out to Matt. Again, he had a quirky style here in game number 2. Game 1 was a little bit more one-sided. Game 2, I did, of course, start with the proxy hatchery, which I do think worked quite well. Remember, 10 SCVs were forced off the mineral line. That was a lot of lost mine time at the start of the game. But then the hatchery was killed, right? So because it was a rough start to the game, that did set Matt a little bit further behind. Also, because Matt was going gasless for quite some time there, Dolan was able to punish that with his heli run-bys, right? Because no gas, no link speed, without link speed, Matt was more vulnerable. And we saw that Dolan was able to take advantage of that early on, and was able to just wreak havoc from there. GG. GG, well played. And shout out to Matt. Shout out to, I mean, in general, like European players that play in this tournament. It is a very, very late time in Europe. Very, very late. I know it's like, what, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. So, not the easiest time to stay up to and to compete in. But GG. GG, well played. With that, Dolan does advance through. Oh, I should also fix up the, there we go. Fix up the race logos here, as we can now focus on our next series. Up next, where exactly are we going? What's going on? Let's find out.